Hello, good morning. We'll wait for a few seconds. What is it? A second for a command. Yeah. We'll discuss today after. Okay, so we'll discuss regarding paragraph. We started talking about words, then sentence. Now we'll discuss about paragraph. What do you mean by paragraph? ଗୋଟେ writing ରେ ଗୋଟେ chapter ରେ ତୁମେ paragraph କହିଲେ କଣ ବୁଝା? Paragraph is a document that are organized around principles of unity, coherence, and development, typically featuring a topic sentence, the main idea. I mean, idea express kurcha. A thought, ଗୋଟେ statement को तमे express kurcha. That you are writing in a paragraph. ଆମେ ପୂର୍ବରୁ କିଛି ସମୟ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ପଢୁଥିଲେ ଆମେ how you create coherence. ତମର idea ଟା ମାନେ ତମର topic solid ଥିବା ଦରକାର. ଏମିତି paragraph ରେ ତମର ଯୋଉ topic ତମର ଯାହା ତମେ express କରୁଛ that have to be very clear, to very crystal clear, so everyone can understand that what you are trying to say. Paragraph. Then you can form a paragraph with that idea. Paragraph में principles पढ़िया. What are the principles? What are the component of paragraph? Then how you're organizing a paragraph, different pattern, organizing pattern. Then structure. We'll discuss all these things. The definition is, I read it. Again, I am reading it. Paragraph is a documents are organized around principles like unity, coherence, and development, typically featuring a topic sentence, main idea, followed by supporting details. And main idea supporting details. Supporting details कौन आसी different evidence तुम जो बड़ा कौन तुमको जो synonyms word, supporting words, transition words, linking words, those are supporting document and often conclude a sentence. And you are concluding what you are trying to say. You are concluding, you are giving the conclusion with a sentence using proper transition from one sentence to another sentence. A smooth flow of different ideas. So if one is reading, they can understand. Suppose ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ଜଣକୁ ବୁଝାଉଛ କେମିତି ରନ୍ଧା ଯାଏ ତରକାରୀ କି ଡାଲି, ତମେ ପ୍ରଥମେ କড়େଇରେ ତେଲ ପକେଇବା କଥା, ତାପରେ ଡାଲି କେମିତି କରାଯାଏ ପ୍ରଥମେ ତୁମେ ସିଝେଇବା କଥା ଭାବିବ, ତାପରେ ତୁମେ ତାକୁ କେମିତି ବଘାରିବା କଥା ଭାବିବ। ତୁମେ ଆଗେ ବଘାରିବା କଥା କହିକି ତାପରେ ସିଝେଇବା କଥା କହିବନି। ତେଣୁ କୋଉଟା ସିକ୍ୱେନ୍ସରେ କାହା ପରେ କୋଉଟା ପ୍ରପରଲି ଆଇଡିଆ ନହେଲେ ଲୋକ ବୁଝିପାରିବେନି। ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ଦ ଫ୍ଲୋ। ତୁମେ ଜଣକୁ ଡାଲିର ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ କରୁଛ, ତମେ କେମିତି ଡାଲିଟାକୁ ପ୍ରେସର କୁକରରେ ସିଝେଇବ, ସିଝେଇଲା ପରେ କେମିତି କଣ କଣ ଦେଇକି ବଘାରିବ, ସେଇ ଅର୍ଡରରେ ତୁମେ କହିଲେ ଜଣେ ଫ୍ଲୋ ଟା ବୁଝିପାରିବ। ଆଣ୍ଡ ଇଫ୍ ସମନ୍ ଇଜ ମେକିଂ, ଜଣେ ଯୋଉ କହିଲେ ଜଣେ ଡାଲି ତିଆରି କରୁଥିଲେ, ସେଇ ଅର୍ଡରରେ ଜଣେ ତିଆରି କରୁଥିବ। ଇଫ୍ ୟୁ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ଦ ଅର୍ଡର, ତୁମେ ଯଦି ଭୁଲରେ କହିବ, ଆଗେ ବଘାରିବା କଥା କହିବ, ତାପରେ ସିଝେଇବା କଥା କହିବ, then that is not clear. That will create a lot of ambiguity, lot of confusion. ସେମିତି ପାରାଗ୍ରାଫରେ ତମେ ପ୍ରପରଲି ଫ୍ଲୋ ଅଛି, ତମ ଆଇଡିଆଟା ଠିକ ଅଛି ନାହିଁ, ପ୍ରପରଲି ଫ୍ଲୋ ଅଛି ନାହିଁ, ପ୍ରପରଲି ଟ୍ରାନଜିସନ ଅଛି ନାହିଁ, ଗୋଟେ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ରୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ କୁ କାହା ପରେ କୋଉଟା, that you are making sure. That is the definition of paragraph. Then you are writing in the main principle. ଆମେ ତିନିଟା word କରିଥିଲେ, unity, coherence and development. Those are nothing but principles. Unity means all sentence focus on a single main idea. Our strategy, ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ଆଇଡିଆକୁ ଯେବେ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ରେସ କରୁଛ, ତମେ ତାର ଚାରିଟା ପାଞ୍ଚଟା ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ୟୁଜ କରୁଛ, ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ଗୁଡାକୁ ମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ସେ they are talking about the same idea. You are not using any unnecessary sentence. All the sentences are talking about the same idea what you are trying to express. Unity. All sentences focus on the single main idea our started in the topic sentence. तो ଯେତେ ତମେ ଯାହା ବ୍ୟବହାର କରୁଛ ସବୁ ଆଇଡିଆକୁ ନେଇକି ତମର ମେନ୍ ଆଇଡିଆକୁ ନେଇ that is unity. Coherence, logical flow. Coherence ମାନେ ତମେ logical flow, ତମେ ଯୋଉଟା ପଢିଥିଲ କୌଣସି confusion ହବନି. The idea is flowing from first to beginning and proper flow. तुम जो एग्जांपल ଦଉଥିଲି ଡାଲି, ତମେ ଆଗେ ସିଝେଇବ ତାପରେ ବଘାରିବ, ଆଗେ ବଘାରିକି ତାପରେ ସିଝେଇବା କଥା କହିବନି. So that means you are giving a logical flow of the idea what you are trying to express. That is coherence. Sentences flow logically using transition. Transition में कौन यूज कर तुम्हें यूज कर however therefore properly तमे गोटे logic को गोटे sentence को तमे express कर you are using this coherence however therefore for smooth connection you are connecting two sentences by using this connector. Development. Ideas are fully explained and supported with sufficient evidence, examples, and explanation. तो गोटे एक्सप्रेस कर गोटे आइडिया को प्रॉपर्ली एग्जांपल दउचा, एविडेंस दउचा, प्रॉपर्ली डाटा दउचा to support that idea. So that means you have done enough homework. You have done enough developmental work on that idea. You are giving a proper example, proper evidence, proper data, explanation, everything you are giving. So this is the principle of paragraph: unity, coherence, and development. Whatever sentence you are putting, everything is correlated. Everything has one unity. Coherence is you are looking at the joining, smooth flow, logical flow, different connector, and transition from one sentence to another sentence. Development means you are putting proper example, proper evidence, proper data, explanation. So that means your idea is properly developed. You have done enough homework of your idea. These are the principles. What are the components of paragraph? Component means one is first component is topic, sentence, introduction. Suppose you are telling something, you have to introduce what you are telling. You are giving a topic name or you are giving a name of your idea, what you are talking. That is the first component. You are giving the name of your idea, name of your paragraph. You are introducing, introduction is your topic. Then the supporting sentence. You are providing all the details, all the evidence, all the examples, all the data, but you are giving supporting to their logic, to your problem. You are giving all supporting evidence. That means you are giving all evidence, all documents, all data, all examples to support your paragraph, to support your idea. And finally, you are concluding. You are giving a conclusion statement. So what you said, you are concluding by saying a conclusion statement. Summarizing. You are summarizing your topic or what you said. Summarizing or linking back. You are reiterating means you are recapping whatever you told. You are giving a summary of that by concluding the main idea, transitioning the next paragraph. Then you will go to move to the next paragraph. The first paragraph, you are giving an introduction, you are giving a title, you are giving a topic, then you are putting all the supporting details, then you are concluding that. Those are the main component of a paragraph. Then how you are organizing this paragraph. That means whenever writing a paragraph, how you are organizing this, how you make sure the flow is logical, flowing is your idea is flowing, the sentences are properly giving the proper transition, proper linking. So there are some tools or some technology, some concept where you are making sure your paragraph is properly organized and properly you are reviewing your pattern, how you are writing a paragraph. First thing is chronological. Chronological is you are arranging the events time sequence. The same example I was giving, Dali example. Chronologically, first ଆମେ ସିଝେଇବା କଥା କହୁଛ ତାପରେ ବଘାରିବା କଥା କହୁଛ। କୋଉ ଜିନିଷଟା ପ୍ରଥମେ ଆସିବ କୋଉଟା ତାପରେ ଆସିବ କୋଉଟା ଫାଇନାଲି ଆସିବ ତାପରେ ସେଇ ଅର୍ଡରଟା ମେଣ୍ଟେନ କରିବ। Then one understanding, one reading that idea, will understand the order. What is coming first? Then you use this word. Firstly, you do this. Secondly, you do this. Next thing, you do this. Finally, you do this. Finally, you serve the dali. तुम जो example देते सेमती कहबो. First thing, you boil the dal, wash the dal. Then you boil. While boiling it, you put some salt and turmeric. ତମେ ଯେମିତି chronologically order ଟାକୁ follow କରିବ ସେମିତି ତମର organizational pattern ହବ। While putting one idea, you have to concentrate the main the organization, this chronological order. Which action you have to do first, which action next, which action the last. You are comparing, you are contrasting. So similar are differences between subject. Suppose there are two things in your idea. You have to give comparison between two things. You can say the similarities and differences between the subject, cause and effect, explain reason and their results. Consequences ଗୋଟେ idea को कले कौन करा हबो, you explain the consequences, cause and effect, problems and solution, present a problem and offer a solution. Suppose ଗୋଟେ problem ତମେ define କରୁଛ, you are telling some problem, you have to tell the solution along with that. So what you have to do to get rid of that problem? While you are telling the problem, you have to give the solution. Classification groups items into categories. Suppose you have to classify, you have to divide in certain categories. Suppose you have to make a list for something, you are making two lists. One is, let's say, grocery, one is fruits or vegetables. So you are giving properly classification. You cannot merge vegetables in grocery. So if you make two separate lists, two separate classification, two separate groups, then it is more clear for that paragraph. So that's how you are organizing your paragraph. First thing is chronological comparison, cause and effect, problem and solution, classification. You are giving the properly classification of your paragraph. All your words, whatever you're writing, you classify, you give in the proper order. So what is the main structure of paragraph? The main structure is we discussed we discussed in the principles and the component. The main structure is first thing we'll give a introduction. We'll introduce what is there, what you are going to say. So giving one introduction in the paragraph. That is the first thing. Then the body, then the main subject, main ideas, main thing you are writing, that is known as body. Then final thing you are concluding. You are giving a conclusion and summarizing whatever you are putting in the body. So you are recapping or summarizing everything. Then this is the main idea of the main structure of the paragraph. First thing you are giving an introduction, second thing body, and finally you are concluding everything. So we discussed what are the principles. Principles say unity, how each sentence is linked to each other, how they are talking about one idea, one function, what you are trying to say. That is the unity, coherence, logical flow, development. Your idea, your paragraph is giving enough examples, enough evidence, enough data, explanation. So that means you have done enough homework. So your idea is well developed. Core principles से हमें unity देखुचंदी, coherence देखुचंदी, development ए जिनटा जिनसे हमें पढ़िले. तापर core component रे हमें कौन पढ़िले? Main component कौन paragraph? First होची topic दउचंदी गोटे. किंबा तार title, subject analyze करुचंदी. You are giving, you are naming a topic, naming a subject, that paragraph. Then you are giving all supporting document, supporting evidence, details, data, example, everything you are giving there. That is the component. Finally, when you are talking about after giving all supporting document, you are concluding. So that is the structure we read. You are giving a topic, that means introduction. You are giving a title, Then body, but in body you are giving a supporting sentence. That is the same thing what we are discussing on the structure of paragraph, how a paragraph is structured, designed, the same thing. In as a key component, what is the supporting sentence, supporting details. Then finally you are giving a conclusion. You are concluding your ideas, your thoughts by giving the main idea and just summarizing your thought by giving the main idea or recapping or memorizing whatever you discussed. You are repeating that by giving a conclusion. That is a summary of your idea. Then another thing we discussed about the organizational pattern, how you are organizing your program. First thing is chronological order. When you are talking something, you are giving something, some idea, you maintain that order, the logical flow. First thing first. What is first? What is next? What is next? What is final thing? So you give a proper order to your ideas, to your thoughts. So that is chronological order. That is the very basic important thing. How you order, how you organize your paragraph. Chronological order, comparison and contrast. Similarities and difference. When you are comparing two things, you are giving a similarities and differences between those two. You are cause and effect. You are telling the consequences. What happened if this is something going to happen? Explain the reason and the result, the consequences. What are the consequences of something happening? So what is the results you are telling in the same paragraph? So that means it is giving a clear thoughts, clear ideas, clear flow to your main idea, what you are trying to say. Problem and solution. When you are trying to say a problem, you are giving a solution. You are giving something, how you recover the problem. You are not talking about the problem, you are giving the solution. Problem and solution. This is one technique you are organizing your paragraph. Suppose you are writing something related to problem, you are giving a proper solution. Also, I told you about classification. How you classify the idea. Suppose you are talking about a paragraph which has a list. You are merging everything in one list. So that will be confusing. You are making separate list or making a group for grocery one item, vegetables one item, one list. So that will give some idea that you are trying to giving a classification, trying to make a group, make a category of those ideas. So this is the organizational pattern, chronological, comparison, cause and effect, problem and solution, classification. So this is how you organize your paragraph based on the context, based on the writing. You give this input, whether that is required for chronological order or classifying your main idea or giving a solution or giving a comparison. So it's all depends on your idea, your thoughts, what you are writing in that paragraph. We also discuss the structure of the paragraph. Structure we mainly discuss those three things. What are the component we discussed? When you start a paragraph, you will introduce, you are giving proper introduction, you are giving introduction. Then body, inner body, you are supporting your ideas, supporting by giving documents, by giving all the details, data, examples, evidence. That is body, that is the main concept of your idea, your body. Then finally, you are concluding everything. In the conclusion, you are giving a summary, you are summarizing what you discussed, what is your idea, you are giving a details, and you are repeating that. You can reiterate the same idea what you said. You can recap, and you are giving a conclusion that this is all about paragraph. We understood the definition, we understood the principles and components, then how you are organizing your paragraph, what are the main components of paragraph. These are the main thing in the paragraph, and it helps your writing. It improves your writing. When you are writing, you have to concentrate on words, sentence, and paragraph. The best way to understand and understand the writing, best way is to listen the news or any English topic or anything which is coming in the TV, radio, or read the newspaper every day. Try to learn something every day on a daily basis. What is writing? But then try to learn some vocabulary, some words which will help you in writing. What is the usage of those words? How they are used in a normal language? Try to learn a single word, single usage every day. So at least 10 15 words you learn in a month. 30 words in a month is a big thing. So if you learn one word on a daily basis, and that will help you to strengthen your writing skill, your speaking skill, and your knowledge on that language. So it's all about Unit 2. We'll start Unit 3. Thank you.